Hey everybody, welcome back to Peak State Mathematics. We're going to turn up the speakers, get the energy flowing so we can learn in peak state. Let's go! We are looking at rotations today. Rotations are when we spin an object, which before it spins, we'll call it the pre-image. We're going to focus just on about the origin, so kind of through our center point there and see where it lands, which is that resulting image. So let's pretend we start up here in the first quadrant. This will be our pre-image. Some of our general rules, so we kind of see what happens here, is if I were to rotate it 90 degrees counterclockwise, that's my CC there. I'm going to go counterclockwise. Each one of those points is going to go back towards the origin and bounce out at a 90-degree angle. So you'll see I'm kind of modeling here. Each one hits that origin and goes back out at a 90. And I'm also going to go equal distance to that origin spot. So you'll see that kind of helps me recreate this image now, spun 90 degrees. So my pre-image there in blue becomes my image in purple. Well, what does this mean as far as each coordinate point? Well, I notice here, if this example, this is like a 5, 4, right? That means I'm 5 units over on the X, up 4 units on the Y. And then I notice where it lands, it looks like I went to the left 4 and up 5 because I had that same proportion, that same triangle. And so I can say this rule, XY is gonna go to negative Y, X. And so for any time I'm doing a 90-degree counterclockwise, or if I go 270 degrees clockwise, I'll end up at the same location here, so I can use this rule, negative yx. Well, what if I just want to go 180 degrees? So if I go halfway around, or if I go an additional 90 degrees, and apply that rule twice, I see that my xy coordinates will go to this x, negative y. All right, so that's kind of either direction. Obviously 180 degrees clockwise and counterclockwise lands at the same spot. And then if I continue to 270 degrees counterclockwise or 90 degrees clockwise, our XY coordinate will then land at, you guessed it, we're gonna apply that one more time, Y, comma, negative X. All right, so you'll see that all of these are kind of the same increments. I go that negative YX, and then if I were to implement that to itself, essentially, to go another 90 degrees, I'll land at the 180 mark and get that negative X, negative Y, or do it a second time or a third time and land down there in our fourth quadrant for this example. So these are kind of the general rules. How do I take each coordinate point? Let's see how it plays out in an example. So we're looking at number 1 right now. Your pre-image is given as 2, 7, 6, 5, and 4, 1. All right, so here's kind of our 3 points on our triangle for our pre-image in number 1 here. We want to rotate this 90 degrees counterclockwise. So if I look at my rule, all my xy's will turn into negative yx's. So let's turn 2, 7 into negative 7, 2. 6, 5 becomes negative 5, 6. And 4, 1 becomes negative 1, 4. This is my new image after the rotation. We're going to go ahead, and we'll show this with A prime, B prime, C prime. That kind of represents our image. So let's throw it into a graph real quick. And as I'm kind of building the sketch here, I'm just going to go plot my image points. So where did it originally start? So I'm looking at 2, 7, 6, 5, 4, 1 for my triangle ABC. And then I'm going to go plot those points for my image. After rotation, I've got A prime at negative 7, 2. And you'll see, like, if I were to take each one of these, just like we talked about earlier, it's 90 degrees off. So I'm kind of demoing that here real quick with C prime. So that 4, 1, we can clearly see becomes negative 1, 4 when we go 90 degrees. B prime goes to negative 5, 6. And our A prime is going over there at the negative 7, 2. And there you go. That's your examples. Hope this helps. We're going to look at a few more in full speed. everybody, thanks so much for watching this video lesson. I hope you enjoyed it and you learned something. Please hit subscribe so you have access to all of our video lessons. And if you want live, free tutoring with me every single Monday, check out peakstatemathematics.com and sign up for that. Until next time, remember, always learn in a peak state.